Hello, my name's Steve. I'm an Appalachian Trail enthusiast and part-time section hiker. I've hiked sections from the beginning of the trail to near the end of the trail, and a lot of iconic, beautiful spots in between. I wanted to share this collection of on-trail experiences that I like to call Chasing the Dragon. The Appalachian Trail. For years and years, we've been traveling up and down the eastern seaboard along the Appalachian Trail's craggy, rugged, and sometimes perilous spine. If you look at the profile of the Appalachian Trail, it almost looks like the spine of a giant sleeping dragon laying on its belly. And there we are, traversing the spine of the sleeping beast. I took it upon myself to explore some of the more spectacular and iconic parts of the Appalachian Trail. I got there by car and explored more closely on foot. This is the approach trail, which runs up the side of the falls, 425 steps to the top. The AT Approach Trail is an 8-mile trail that starts in Amicalola Falls State Park, goes up the 425 steps to the top of the falls, which we're seeing here, and then continues up to the top of Springer Mountain, where the Appalachian Trail actually begins. Springer Mountain is the southern terminus of the AT. Howdy, northbounders. Looking down at the Nantahala Outdoor Center, aka the NOC. That's right, we have leapfrogged 137 miles north up the AT to the Nantahala River Gorge. This is a good place for hikers to resupply and maybe take a 0 day to rest those weary bones. We're going to be doing a lot of leapfrogging in this video. Essentially, this is a collection of day hikes and section hikes. There's the River's End restaurant, which I hear has pretty good burgers. The Nantahala Outdoor Center offers rafting trips, canoe and kayak rentals, accommodations, light grocery, and a full outfitter to help with your every hiking need. Saying goodbye to the NOC. So northbounders, I hope you're ready to rock and roll here, because you have a mighty tough climb ahead of you. Climbing out of the Nantahala Gorge, which sits at about 1,700 feet in elevation. You're climbing basically for the next 8 miles up to Chiowa Bald, which sits at over 5,000 feet in elevation. Translation, over the next 8 miles, you're gaining 3,300 feet in elevation. So take your time, stay hydrated, and enjoy the journey. That's why you're here. Speaking of elevation gain, your Appalachian Trail through hike will be the equivalent of summiting the 29,000-foot Mount Everest 16 times. I just had to throw that fun fact in there. I'm not a through hiker. I'm a section hiker, a casual hiker. Trail by day, lazy boy by night. Nevertheless, I wanted to share my love of the trail with you and my experiences on it. And just like that, we're in Smoky Mountain National Park. We're still northbound. There's signs of civilization here. Where could we be? It's a tiny town with a lot to offer. Everything a through hiker would need to refuel and resupply. Hot Springs, North Carolina. And there's an outfitter slash hostel at the corner there. And some hikers chilling. Double blaze. Yeah, this is Chestewa Bridge. And this is the Nolichucky River. Irwin, Tennessee. Chestoa Bridge, Nolichucky River. Mile marker 342 on the nose. This incredible view is North Carolina. And this is the second bald I'm currently climbing. Killer day. Killer day. It's probably like 65 now. Big fat cloud. Just amazing. I'm so blessed, so lucky. My favorite section hike that I've done on the AT so far was a 15-mile segment from Carver's Gap, North Carolina, to Roan Mountain, Tennessee. I broke it into 2 days and spent one night on the AT, camping by myself. One of the best experiences of my life. Is that view completely bananas or what? Yeah! Hump Day! Hump Mountain! Woo woo! Ding! You know, every time I see a white blaze, it just pulls me on a little bit further. I love this trail so much. Maybe I'll hike the whole thing someday. The views you see before you are the prize for your eyes once you reach McAfee Knob, the singular most photographed spot along the entire 2,200-mile trail. It's like a miniature Stonehenge. Okay, north is that way, but I hear, yes. Oh, nice. Very nice. Where were we? The James River Footbridge. Okay. Up ahead is the US Route 522 trailhead, Front Royal, Virginia. At this point, folks, you have accomplished 963.4 miles. And Shenandoah National Park is now behind you. So northbounders and southbounders alike can take this short detour hike through Harper's Ferry and visit the Appalachian Trail Conservancy Visitor Center. I think they're closed due to COVID, but this is it. This is Jefferson Rock. I think it's super cool how the trail just kind of meanders down the hillside, smack dab down into the middle of Harper's Ferry, West Virginia, a town rich in Civil War history, a town situated right at the confluence of the Potomac and Shenandoah rivers. A lot of hikers consider this the halfway point of their journey to Maine. Here it is, the confluence of the Shenandoah and Potomac rivers. And the trail actually goes right alongside this train bridge across the Potomac. You're leaving Harper's Ferry, West Virginia now. Once you reach the other side of the river, you'll be in Maryland. This is it, Duncannon, Pennsylvania. And we are right here. make it into New Jersey. Ah! What a view. There it is. Your next stop on your northbound hike. Crossing the Hudson River on the Bear Mountain Bridge. And then you'll be hiking up to Anthony's Nose. Bear Mountain Bridge just crossed over the Hudson. We're looking up at Anthony's Nose is up there somewhere. At this point, you have hiked 1,398.4 miles. That's insane. This is a real nice stretch of trail. Nice and flat, padded with the dead leaves. It's gotta feel good on your sore feet. You're still headed north. You're an absolute machine. And you're coming up on Route 301, New York 301. And Canopus Lake. That's a real nice spot for that. Welcome to Canopus Lake, New York 301. Hey northbounders, you're wrapping up New York now. About 15 years ago, I first learned about the Appalachian Trail, and since then I've probably visited 100 different spots along the trail, chasing the dragon, as I like to call it. The joy of being a day hiker or a section hiker is that I still have 100 or more places along the trail that I'm still looking forward to visiting. My journey is far from complete, and I enjoy the fact that I still have so many spots that I've yet to visit and enjoy. It's almost like a great book that you intentionally put down because you never want it to end. If you choose to undertake a through hike attempt, just know that it's going to be life-altering. It'll be one of the hardest things you ever do in your life. Statistics say 9 out of 10 people won't finish the trail, but we still need to try difficult things. That's what shapes us. That's what elevates us from ordinary to extraordinary. It takes a special kind of person to accomplish a through hike, to spend 4 to 5 to 6 months outside in the elements, summiting multiple mountains a day. It's a massive undertaking. In a nutshell, through hikers impress the hell out of me. The AT is a lot like a 2,200-mile serpent winding its way up the East Coast. But I still say definitely more like a dragon, with the ups and downs and elevation along the spine of the Appalachian Mountains. There it is. I'm hoping this video inspires at least a handful of people to jump up off the couch and go for a hike. Make your own amazing memories. You won't regret it. You owe it to yourself, because life is too short. I had no idea this was here. These are places that you're never going to realize even exist unless you get up off the couch and head outside. All right, northbounders. Less than 7 miles now to Connecticut. Bit of a hazy day up here on top of Bear Mountain. Just a hair over 2,300 feet of elevation. Northbounders, at this point, you've come 1,500 miles. Saying goodbye to Connecticut and Sages Ravine. Welcome to Massachusetts, northbounders. Yep, you made it, northbounders. If you're staying at the Bascom Lodge, bang a right. Otherwise, 18 North heads this way up to the War Memorial. You just hiked 1,581 miles. Howdy, northbounders. We have leapfrogged way up into central Vermont in the Green Mountain National Forest. We are in White Rocks National Recreation Area. And at this point, there's a small side blue blazed trail here that'll take you to a scenic overlook about 2/10 of a mile down this trail. Definitely check it out. It's worth it. White Rocks Cliff Trail. What a beautiful day. And yeah, we're leaving Norwich, Vermont and entering, boom, Hanover, New Hampshire. Congrats, northbounders. Hey, northbounders. Are you hanging in there? You're doing great. Now, I have always wondered, how does an AT through hiker get over, under, across Route 93 in Franconia Notch? Well, the answer is you go under. This is Route 93. when you get to this point, you have successfully hiked 1,811 miles. 1,811 miles to get to this point. This is the Pemigewasset River. Looks so good, I want to jump in right now. Nice. So Lonesome Lake was 2.9 miles back that way. Franconia Ridge Trail, 2.9 miles this way. Enjoy the view from up on Franconia Ridge. Hey, northbounders. There's a blaze on the stop sign. Anyway, when you get to this point, you are about to cross New Hampshire 302. Route 302. Bartlett, New Hampshire, also known as Crawford Notch. It's 26 miles to your next paved road, during which time you're going to summit Mount Webster, Mount Jackson, Mount Pierce, Mount Franklin, Mount Washington, and finally, Mount Madison. Mount Washington weighing in at 6,288 feet. This is a place worth visiting. Across the street from Pinkham Notch Visitor Center. I've heard it said that you have the steepest climb on the AT coming up here. Climbing out of Pinkham Notch up to the Wildcats. You're going to gain 2,000 feet of elevation over the next 3 miles. Northbounders, I'll see you up in Maine. About 1/10 of a mile in from the road crossing, we find the infamous sign. There are no places to obtain supplies or get help until Abol Bridge, 100 miles north. Do not attempt this section unless you have a minimum of 10 days' supplies and are fully equipped. This is the longest wilderness section of the entire AT, and its difficulty should not be underestimated. Good hiking. So this is the beginning of the 100-mile wilderness. northbounders. You made it to Katahdin Stream camping area. Wow. Katahdin Stream Campground, only 5.2 miles from the summit of Baxter Peak. Located directly on the Appalachian Trail, Katahdin Stream Campground is the perfect launching pad to finish your AT through hike, 5.2 miles south of the northern terminus of the Appalachian Trail. 5.2 miles left in your epic adventure. Beautiful time of the evening. I had a perfect view of Mount Katahdin from my cabin on Dacey Pond. I didn't summit that day. Maybe someday. But to all you hikers out there, I wish you the best. Godspeed, happy trails. Thanks for watching, and happy hiking.